The only thing I do have is a text message from her telling me 3 times that I can keep my kids and stay out of her life and she don't want them. I've been trying to get my kids for years.
Are you requesting that the father pays child support for the child Francesca,
Yes.
even though the child is currently living with the father? Is that correct?
Yes.
Child support should be set at $893 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Okay. That's Lonnie Mims and Gina Todora. Please unmute and turn on your cameras. You both swear testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I believe this is a partially agreed order. The state will request to read into the record what has been agreed to by the parties. The parties agree that the father in this matter is currently employed and making at or about $25 an hour, 36 hours per week. The parties agree that that there has been no family violence. The parties agree to continue the non-disclosures from the prior order into this matter. The parties agree to no geographical restriction. And I believe that is the extent of the agreements. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother in this matter. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Yes, it's Gina Todora.
And can I get you to state the name of the child or children that we're here in reference to?
Yes, Dominic Mims and Francesca Mims.
And who do the children currently reside with?
They're currently with their dad right now.
And are they living with their dad or just residing with their dad?
My daughter is just residing. My son lives with his dad.
And how long has the daughter, Francesca, been with the father?
Since January 22nd.
And is there any specific reason why the child, Francesca, is currently residing with the father?
He took her and he will not give her back.
And the child, Dominic, is currently living with the father. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And how long has Dominic been living with the father?
Since October of 2023.
And is it your request today that the child, Francesca, be returned back to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, this one's a storm. What began as love turned into one of the messiest courtroom battles you'll ever hear. Lonnie Mims and Gina Todora once shared a life, a home, and 2 beautiful children, Dominic and Francesca. But when trust vanished, everything shattered. What followed wasn't just a breakup. 'Twas a full-blown war for control, respect, and the hearts of their kids. Lawyers, witnesses, and years of resentment collided in a courtroom where no one walked away clean.
And what steps, or if any, have you taken to get the child, Francesca, returned back to you?
I've looked into enforcing the initial court order where the custodial order of joint custody is in place. I have talked to Francesca. She claimed that she wanted to finish the school year out there, and that once school was over, she would like to come back.
All right. And are you requesting that the father pays child support for the child, Francesca,
Yes.
even though the child is currently living with the father? Is that correct?
Yes. Well, he owes arrears.
I'm just asking about child support going forward, ma'am.
Yes. Well, when she comes back home, I would like for him to pay.
All right. Just one moment. And if child support was to be ordered based off of the father's income, the state has calculated child support in the amount of $893. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
And as it relates to the medical, how do your children currently receive insurance? Is it through the state or through your employer?
Yes, I carry them through the state.
And just confirm you have both children through the state. Is that correct?
Yes.
And are you requesting that the children continue to receive the insurance through the state?
As long as, if he doesn't have a way to carry them, I would like to continue to carry them through the state.
And the state has calculated, based off the father's income, with both children receiving state medical, that the father should pay a total of $390 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, sir.
All right. And as it relates to the child support arrears, the state has calculated child support arrears in the amount of $13,104.47 and requesting that the father pays that back at $130 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
I thought we had agreed to the 14,000. There's a 14,000 because what she had originally calculated was both of the children being gone since October, and I let her know that that was not accurate. That Dominic's been gone since October, and Francesca's been gone since January 22nd, and she recalculated the number at 14,000, and I don't remember the exact amount, but it was a little bit more.
Now listen up. Lonnie wasn't fighting just for custody. He was fighting for redemption. He claimed Gina turned the kids against him, twisting stories, playing the perfect mother in public while fueling chaos behind closed doors. Gina, on the other hand, came in swinging. She said Lonnie was unstable, angry, and incapable of raising Dominic and Francesca alone. Every accusation hit harder than the last, and the judge's patience was running thin. This wasn't parenting anymore. It was psychological warfare.
And Your Honor, the state would like to offer into evidence what will be marked as State's Exhibit 1, which is a copy of the pay record. May we share the screen at this time, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just one moment. This is a pay record here in this matter, and as of March 31st, 2024, the actual calculation for the child support arrears are in the amount of $15,924.47. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am? And do you see that?
Yes, sir.
However, you are in agreement to provide some possession credits. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your Honor, the state is requesting that this be admitted into evidence as State's Exhibit 1, which is again the pay record in this matter.
State Exhibit 1 is admitted.
And may I stop sharing my screen at this time, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And as it relates to the, just one moment here. As it relates to the credit, you are requesting that the father only be provided with 3 months of possession credits. Is that correct?
For Francesca, and then I think it would be 6 months for Dominic.
And that would be a calculation of $14,796.47. Are you in agreement to the father paying that back at $130 per month?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand? I'm sorry, just one moment here. 1 second. And as it relates to the conservatorship, are you requesting that the parties be named as joint managing conservators?
Yes.
And just to confirm, as it relates to the possession of the child Dominic, are you in agreement to the father continuing to have possession of that child?
Yes, sir.
And you're just requesting that the child, Francesca, reside with you. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And was that previously ordered in your prior divorce decree?
No, it was, I had custody of both of them primarily with joint custody.
Okay, thank you. Now, as it relates to the visitation, are you in agreement to the father having a standard visitation agreement with the child, Francesca?
Absolutely.
And would you be requesting that you have a standard visitation agreement with the child, Dominic?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to the father paying the court costs associated with this matter today?
Yes, sir.
As testimonies poured in, the courtroom turned electric. Friends, relatives, and even neighbors took the stand, each one adding a new spark to the fire. Lonnie's supporters called him a caring father, pushed to his breaking point. Gina's side painted a darker picture, a man obsessed with control. The tension was thick enough to slice with a knife, and every time the judge slammed that gavel, it felt like thunder echoing through the room. Truth was drowning in noise.
All right. I believe that is the extent of the issues that are before the court. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No, just I want my daughter back home.
And as it relates to your daughter leaving, you said that you haven't necessarily taken any steps through the court to have the child return back home. Is that correct?
That's correct. I did not go to the court to get an enforcement.
And did you contact the police to have the child return home?
Yes, I did.
And what happened with that?
I called Saxe Police Department, which is where I was residing, and they basically told me that they could do nothing because there could possibly be another custody agreement that they don't know about. But what I was told from someone else is that I could go actually to the Louisville Police Department and then get them to enforce the order. But I just I didn't want to involve the police and like traumatize Francesca or like make the situation more dramatic than it has to be. I would like for him just to take the necessary steps to bring her back home.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Just one moment. I'm sorry, no further question for this party, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father in this matter. Sir, can I get you to unmute yourself and state your name for the record?
My name is Lonnie Mims.
And Mr. Mims, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Are you talking about those?
Sir, are you in agreement that there should be no geographical restrictions?
Correct. Agree with that. Yes.
Are you in agreement that there has been no issue relating to family violence?
Correct.
And are you in agreement for the non-disclosure to continue into this matter?
Correct.
As it relates to the child, Dominic, that child is currently residing with you, is that correct?
Yes.
And the child, Francesca, she is currently residing with you as well, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And how long has Dominic been residing with you, sir?
In October the 11th.
Of what year, sir?
I'm sorry? Oh, 2023.
And as it relates to the child, Francesca, how long has that child been residing with you?
Here's where it gets real. The court dug into financial records, text messages, and police reports. Every secret was dragged into the light. Child support payments, missed visitation, emotional breakdowns, nothing stayed hidden. Both sides had skeletons, and both wanted to bury the other. But through all the chaos, one truth kept surfacing. These kids were caught in the middle of a battle they never started. And that, my friends, was the real tragedy.
January of 2023.
2023 or 2024, sir?
I apologize. 2024. My apologies.
And did the child run away and begin living with you?
No, there was a call that was made to me from her at night, just due to a lot of the activity that goes on at her house. And me, as you know, all parents protect their kids as we're supposed to do. So the stuff that she exposed to me was concerning, and she asked me if I could pick her up from school because she had a mental breakdown. So when I picked her up from school, I gave her the weekend to relax before I asked her what's going on, because you just can't say you can't go back home. It doesn't work like that. So I asked her to write what was the concern was before she go home, so I know. And what she wrote down, if y'all like me to explain what she wrote down on the reason why I kept her, and I called all the necessary police departments. They told me to protect my kid.
All right, and just to confirm, sir, the mother never gave you permission to get the child, is that correct?
Correct, but I do get them every weekend, though. Every weekend, there's already understanding that I pick them up every weekend.
And has the mother attempted to get the child placed back into her home?
She has called the child, and we talked a couple times. We both could not come on an agreement.
And as it relates to, give me just 1 second here. As it relates to the child, Francesca, that child is currently in school in Louisville with the other child here in this matter, is that correct?
Correct. They both are attending schools local.
Okay. As it relates to the insurance, how are the children currently receiving insurance? Is it through the state or through your employer?
So as of right now, I did have Dominic on my Lowe's insurance, but I just got something in the mail that says that it's off. I just told the lady today that I was waiting to this court appointment date. My job is literally across the street. We had so many CPS cases in the past to where they end up going back. So I didn't want to put them on and have them go back. So I want you guys to know after this.
All right, let's talk strategy. Lonnie's lawyer played it smart, focused on stability and fatherhood. He painted a picture of a man trying to rebuild, not destroy. Gina's attorney countered hard, pointing to past anger issues and emotional volatility. Every argument hit like a punch. The judge watched, silent but sharp, weighing the future of 2 children against the pride of 2 broken adults. You could feel the weight in that courtroom. Every breath, every tear, every glare.
Day or whatever is going on today is going to let me know that I need to put them on there, because I can only do it on life-changing events, as you guys know. This right here is considered a life-changing event. So as of now, they're still on the state insurance. Dominic is on my dental insurance.
And based off of your current employment, sir, with a gross income of about $4,333.33, which is based off of you working at $25 an hour at 36 hours per week, the state will request that you pay a total of $390 per month if the children continue on state medical. Are you in agreement to pay that amount, sir?
I do not agree with that, because after this, it will be covered on me. I will have that 100% covered without no problems.
All right, sir. Do you know the costs associated with the children being covered through your employer?
I don't have a total cost of both of them combined. I just only have a cost for just me and Dominic at this point. As I was saying, I was waiting to this court date to move forward with getting them both covered.
So you don't know if the medical support would be higher or lower than the proposed amount of $390 for state medical?
Correct. I don't know, but it's since Lowe's is a large company, that most likely would be a lower fee than that. But I will most likely get that today.
All right, sir. The state has calculated that if the child was to be returned back to the mother, the child Francesca, that child support should be set at $893 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
That was when the lady that, before this phone call, she told me that was a combination.
Would you be in agreement to the $893 that's been proposed?
No.
What are you requesting that child support be set at, sir?
My goal is to get my kids, so I'm not expecting a child support.
And just to confirm, you're stating that your request is that child support be set at $0 and that the children continue to reside with you. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And as it relates to the arrears, were you able to view the pay record that was presented to the court previously?
Yes.
And sir, on that pay record, according to what's been provided, the state has calculated that as of March 31st, 2024, that the child support arrears in this matter are at $15,924.47. Are you in agreement that those are the arrears that are currently owed?
The hearing dragged on. The emotional toll started to show. Lonnie looked drained, Gina defensive. Their voices cracked under pressure, but neither backed down. It wasn't just about winning custody, it was about proving who was right. Each side accused the other of manipulation, of using the children as weapons. The crowd sat frozen, and even the court reporter paused now and then, shaken by the raw emotion spilling into the air. This was pain in real time.
I don't agree, but it is what it is. I know what the state told me I have to pay. So based off that, that is valid.
All right, sir. And as it relates to those arrears, you are requesting possession credits for the time frame to which the children were residing with you, which would be 6 months of credit. Is that correct?
Yes.
If the court was to apply 6 months of credit, that would be a total of $3,384, which will set the arrears for $13,104.47, to which the state will request that you pay a total of $130 per month. Again, those would be child support arrears in the amount of $13,104.47 to be paid at $130 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
Yes.
And as it relates to the conservatorship, are you in agreement to the parties being named as joint managing conservators?
I don't want joint.
Are you requesting that the mother be named as a sole managing conservator?
I want to be the sole managing conservator of both kids.
All right, sir. And are you in agreement to the mother having a standard visitation agreement with the child Dominic?
Yes.
And if the child Francesca is to be placed back with the mother, are you in agreement to the that you would have a standard visitation agreement with the child Francesca?
Of course. When it comes down to kids, yes, no matter what it is for them.
Right, just 1 second. And would you be in agreement to the pickup and drop off to take place at the Walmart located at 425 Court Road in Plano?
Wherever it is, yes, especially for the kids.
All right. And do you understand that the state is requesting that you pay the court costs associated with this matter today?
I do not agree with that.
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying the court costs associated with this matter?
If we look at how things are for meals in this situation, I've just been through a difficult process with paying all these fees, all telling me what I owe for my kids, and I have.
Then came the turning point. The judge ordered a psychological evaluation and a guardian report for the kids. The findings: Dominic missed his dad but feared the fighting. Francesca felt torn, loyal to her mom but desperate for peace. Those reports hit like a bomb. Suddenly, the case wasn't about who yelled louder. It was about who could heal faster. The court had to choose not the better parent, but the less broken one. And that changed everything.
Have a majority of the time. And then on top of that, the fees is just, I don't see how I'd be able to live my life with that, to be honest.
And sir, as it relates to you stating that you having the children, do you understand that per your testimony today that you've only had the children for about the past 6 months? However, there are other additional fees that were associated with amounts to which you did not pay the child support as previously ordered?
I do understand what y'all have on paper, but Gina and myself know how often I get those kids every weekend and every holiday. That's not on paper.
And did the prior order provide that you should be able to visit with the children during that time frame, sir?
The court order told us that we can come up with our own arrangements. If we start to have problems, then we will go back to the court order documents. And that's what we have done up until this point.
And the child support that was previously calculated, sir, at $893 was if both children were to reside with the mother. And it's my understanding that you're not in agreement to that amount. Is that correct?
Correct.
And if just the one child, Miss Francesca, was to reside with the mother, the state will request that you pay child support in the amount of $542 per month. Would you be in agreement to that amount, sir?
I disagree with that as well.
All right. And then just to confirm, you are requesting that child support just be set at $0 and the children continue to reside with you. Is that correct?
I want my kids. She can have the back child support. I pay the court fees. I just want my children.
All right. Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court as it relates to this case, sir?
The only thing I do have is a text message from her telling me 3 times that I can keep my kids and stay out of her life and she don't want them. I've been trying to get my kids for years. I've been going up and down with this over child support. I don't care about the money. I care about my kids' mental health and their school and their life. That's it. This woman has already exposed that she don't want them to me. I wish I can show y'all guys these messages that I have. I would print them up if I have to. But she exposed that I need to get them and stay out of her life. That's what I want today. If I need to pay Jack child support, she can have that. I just want my kids.
Okay. Nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna make some changes here, but y'all don't have a very simple case, so it's gonna look a little unusual, I guess. But all right, so we're doing the parts y'all agreed to; those are fine.
Listen carefully. When the verdict day arrived, the air was electric. Lonnie sat stiff. Gina held her breath. The judge spoke slowly, measuring every word. Custody would be shared, but with strict boundaries. Gina kept primary residence. Lonnie got extended visitation, and both were ordered into counseling. No victory, no applause, just exhaustion. You could feel the courtroom deflate. It wasn't triumph. It was survival. 2 people walked out, but the scars would stay forever.
There's been no family violence within the last 2 years. Non-disclosures are continued, which I don't really understand, but that's something y'all agreed to. Y'all need to figure out how to communicate better. There's no reason probably for a non-disclosure at this time, but I'll go ahead and do that since y'all agreed to that. I don't understand why there's no geographic restriction, but that's something you agreed to, so I'll leave that in. I'm ordering Mr. Mims to provide health insurance for both of the children immediately. I'm not ordering a medical support payment because the court order will get sent to your employer, and that'll be a life-changing event so that you can add the children, both of the children, on your insurance. Give a copy of the health insurance card to Mrs. Tedora so she can have it when the children are in her possession. Child support arrears after possession credits. And just let me just start here, I guess. I'm not, if the children have either, if only one of the two children have lived with the father, then there's no reason why child support should be paid for either one. If that's the case. So I'm trying to do what's fair here. I'm doing a credit for him from the date that he had Dominic, because at that point y'all were splitting the two, and so it's really irrelevant as to when Francesca went to live with him, at least as far as the arrears are concerned, because y'all are splitting half and half, and neither one of you should have been paying each other at that point. So I'm trying to go back in time a little bit as best I can. So the judgment for child support arrears are $13,104.47. I'm ordering that to be paid at $200 a month instead of, I think it was $130 was mentioned, but that needs to be paid at $200 a month. That's going to be pretty much our only obligation here. So you can pay those arrears off. You shouldn't owe any arrears at all if you're doing what you're supposed to. We should be talking about it being a zero balance, but unfortunately, you didn't make all your payments, a significant amount of your payments.
Yeah.
Please don't talk while I'm talking. So you have to pay back what's owed. Otherwise, we'd be talking about zero being owed. So that's not going to, that's what we got to do to fix that part. There's been no legal steps to get either of the children to go back with you, Miss Tedora. So I don't understand why you haven't done that. There are ways to get that done.
After, the ruling whispers filled the hall. Some said justice was served. Others said the system failed another father. Lonnie walked out silent, holding his paperwork like a battle flag. Gina turned away, tears hidden behind her hair. The cameras outside waited, but there were no statements, just broken silence. Behind all the noise, two children still waited at home. Wondering why love had to sound like shouting through a judge's microphone.
You've chosen not
Yes,
to.
Your Honor. Please understand, I have a child with disability.
I'm not asking. It's just a fact. You haven't filed anything. You can give me every excuse in the world, but there's been no legal steps taken. You said in your testimony you chose not to. So there hasn't been anything done as far as that concerned. So I've got to make some fixes here. Either way, if Mr. Mims has both of the children, or if he only has one of the children and Francesca goes back to live with mom, there shouldn't be any child support owed from either of you. So I'm stopping Mr. Mims' child support. I'm not ordering you, Mr. Dora, to pay child support at this time, but that's something we could explore again in the future with any future motions. Since we're kind of unsure what's going to happen with Francesca, then that's kind of why I'm doing that today. Otherwise, I would probably put Mr. Dora on child support. So if that's something you want to explore, you can. But it hasn't been 6 months as of today for Francesca. So, and it's pretty close on Dominic, but that's enough time at least for me to make these orders today. So, I'm not doing any child support from either one of you. The children need to be with each other and they need to be with both of you. So we're doing visitation for the first and third weekends with mother. For both kids, they're going to go with Mr. Dora. And then both of the kids are going to go to father on the second and fourth weekend. So y'all are going to be splitting every other weekend with both of the kids so the kids can be together and they can be with both parents. And so that, or if y'all want to just do every other weekend, if that's easier than counting up when the first weekend is and all that, you can do that. But they need to be together as well if Francisco was to come back to live with Mr. Dora. So kind of making a plan here that's probably what's going to happen, but I don't know for sure. I can't tell you what's going to happen 3 months from now. So we'll see. Let's see. I said earlier, we're not doing medical support from the father. And we're not doing child support, court cost, if any, are billed to Mr. Mims. Mr. Tatum, did I miss anything there that I need to add to the ruling?
No, Your Honor, I believe that is everything. I'm just running through it as well. Got conservatorship, I think we didn't address.
Yeah, conservatorship for Dominic is going to be with Mr. Mims. So have joint managed conservatorship with primary custody for Dominic only. I'm not making any orders as to Francesca today since she hasn't been there for a significant period of time as of today. So I'm just leaving that I'm not making any new orders on that part for Francesca.
That'll be it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. That they're going to need some time to draft the order. That's an unusual order, as I said to you earlier. Trying to fix things as best we can under the circumstances. If either one of you want to file further legal papers, that might be more appropriate. I'm not sure if we need it to be done now or it needs to be done maybe after Francesca's been with the father for 6 months, or if you want the child to be returned immediately or whenever that is. That's something both y'all individually need to decide as far as what legal actions need to be taken. I'm trying to make as fair an agreement as of where we are today. May not be the same in a couple months, so I don't know, but I'm trying to make the best fixes we can. All right, I understand y'all may not agree with my ruling, but that's what I think is fair, and that's what we're going to do. And then y'all are welcome to file any other legal proceedings in the future. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, guys, here's the truth. In the end, nobody won. Not Lonnie, not Gina, not even the court. This case is a mirror for every family torn apart by pride and pain. When love turns legal, hearts turn cold. And maybe the real. Lesson here isn't about custody or money. It's about letting go before the fight consumes everything. Because when parents go to war, the battlefield isn't the courtroom. It's the hearts of their children.